Today I'm going to talk about some interesting facts about Kingdom of the Planets of the Apes. It's one of the most anticipated movies of 2024. This movie is not a reboot and is set after the previous trilogy. It's always nice to have some information about the movies we've watched or want to watch. It makes the experience more enjoyable. Don't worry, I won't spoil the movie in this video, so let's enjoy cinema.
Are you familiar with the concept of evolution?
This is first movie in the Planet of the Apes movie series to be distributed by Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures. The story is set about 300 years after War for the Planet of the Apes 2017. The fact that the movie is set 300 years after the previous one is only established in supplementary materials and interviews. The movie's opening only mentions a far more vague descriptor of many generations. This is the first movie of the series to be released in IMAX format. Previously, War for the Planet of the Apes 2017 was re-released. Director Wes Ball stated that the movie deserved to be seen on premium formats. The first trailer received 75 million online views within the first 24 hours. The movie was originally set to be released on May 24, 2024, but then it was moved 2 weeks earlier to May 10th. Director Wes Ball explained that he was initially worried about joining the franchise, believing that a direct sequel to War for the Planet of the Apes was unnecessary and unimaginative, since it would be unfairly sort of compared to that perfect trilogy that came previously in the last 10 years. Once the director landed on the idea of jumping ahead in the timeline, that's when he became more comfortable with the idea of helming the next installment. He explained, "We came up with this idea to stay in the same universe. We are still a part of Caesar's world, but we are cutting many years later, after the fact, where you get to really explore what's become of Caesar, what's become of his legacy and his ideas." Ball also shared that the movie essentially acts as both a sequel and a prequel, bridging the gap between the previous trilogy and the original 1968 movie. Ball explained, "We find ourselves sort of in the middle, honoring where we came from with this great reboot that happened with the Caesar trilogy, and start making our way to that 68 version where apes are talking and have democracy and all that crazy stuff. So that was the kind of approach that we took." By the way, I'm Sina and welcome to my channel Cinema. Don't forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment and turn on the notifications. Your support means the world to me and helps my channel grow bigger and better each day. Together we can enjoy the amazing world of cinema and spread knowledge about this beautiful world to everyone.
Now it is our time, and it is my kingdom.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is set 300 years after War for the Planet of the Apes in Southern California area. Rocca's residence is set underneath the ruins of LAX. The clan of Noah resides somewhere within the Los Angeles basin. Proxima Caesar's clan resides near the remains of the Coronado Bay Bridge near San Diego. The observatory is heavily implied to be Griffith Observatory based in the Hollywood Hills. This is a nod to the original movie saga, as the Los Angeles basin is the setting for the escape from the Planets of the Apes, Conquest of the Planets of the Apes, and Battle for the Planets of the Apes. The first movies in the Caesar trilogy were also set in and around San Francisco and nearby Muir Woods National Park. VFX supervisor Eric Winquist, who has worked on all 3 previous series, emphasized the latest installment realistic depiction of the apes and the world with improved technology. To create the visuals, the animators at VetaFX put in substantial work, resulting in over 946 million thread hours of rendering. Winquist said, "As far as the evolution of technology goes, I'm feeling very proud of where we currently are. When I go back and look at some of the scenes from Rise of the Planets of the Apes, it looks so primitive to me now. And at the time we thought that was the pinnacle, that was so great. But it's great to see the technology continuing to improve the believability and realism, not just of the appearance but of the performance as well. And what we, our animators, are able to achieve is quite breathtaking." In terms of the VFX, director Wes Ball was particularly proud of the 33 minutes of full CG, a fresh franchise, particularly the immense amount of simulated water. The highlight is an action scene with rushing water in a weapon silo. He mentioned, "We flooded a converted parking garage with CG water and I had the actors put 20-pound sandbags on their legs and walk through the stage so they pretend that like they were in water. That was crazy amount of data. Petabytes and petabytes and petabytes, and we tried very hard to keep a grounded kind of cinema language to it."
The elders did not tell us everything about this world.
When it was time to get into character, Owen Teague would only have to spend 15 minutes getting the motion capture dots put on his face and putting on the suit. He stated, "Then I go on set and usually Elaine, our movement coordinator, would lead us through a warm-up and that was it. It became a ritual for me. That was my day. We would shoot 10 hours and eat 5 more meals before you are burning so many calories that you just have to keep up. And then I'd go home, have dinner, take a shower, go to bed. That was my life for 6 months. And it was really actually quite wonderful." Westball began work on this movie after the cancellation of his fantasy adaptation of cosmic series The Mouse God following the Disney's Fox accusation. Director Matt Reeves, who directed the previous Apes movies, was set to produce. Ball would reunite with his Maze Runner co-star Thomas Brody Shankster and feature Planets of the Apes, Caesar, and the Circus. In an interview with Empire, director Westball made the comparison that in the previous movies we saw the apes in the Stone Age, but in this movie we see them in the Bronze Age, whereas before they were organized hunter-gatherers. Now they have more permanent settlements, wear clothing, use metal tools, and have a more developed culture with religious and a writing system. For the role of Proxima Caesar, Kevin Durant took inspiration from charismatic speakers like life coach Tony Robbins, tech billionaire Elon Musk, and Arnold Schwarzenegger in his year serving as governor of the state of California. Arnold almost starred in a reboot of the Planets of the Apes franchise in the 1990s.
No, together, strong.
I hope this video helps. Stay tuned for exciting, thrilling videos about the amazing world of cinema. I can't wait to have you as part of the Lovers of Cinema family. Subscribe, like, share, leave a comment, and don't forget to enjoy cinema. Have a good day.